Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to That's Some Idea. I'm Erica. If you are returning, hey. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button and come hang out. I had promised in a previous haul earlier this week, I was at Dollar General and I had grabbed a whole bunch of goodies, which you can sort of see peeking up here for my fall decor, that I had more stuff that I needed that I'd gotten from Dollar Tree, and I was gonna share that with you. So this is actually gonna be a two-part video because it is a massive Dollar Tree haul. And I'm gonna share today some of those art supplies that I did grab to finish this decor, and we'll finish it together. And then we'll go through maybe some of the foodie finds, and then I'll do another secondary part, and we'll go through some of the amazing beauty finds that I got, and how the same brand is now two different prices depending on what it's used for. And we'll go into some books on that second half too. So without further ado, grab yourself a drink. I'm drinking coffee from my pretty fall mug, and let's get into this haul. Put that down. Okay, let's start with some foodie finds. First thing pretty much is gonna be a staple because it's still $1.25. Fingers crossed. But this is the Monet original crackers. They do also have them in wheat and vegetable, but we like the original. These are wonderful on charcuterie boards. They're wonderful to snack on. So if I see them, I just grab a box because I know my husband likes to snack on them too. So one of those. And then I had hauled these, I want to say like at the beginning of the summer, I was getting my kiddos' snack bin, you know, sort of stocked up for the summertime because they were going to be home, and Dollar Tree had these, and my kids just absolutely loved them. They were one of the first things to go. And I think since then they've probably restocked. So I did grab two more of them, and they are the cinnamon graham cracker snacks, or Scooby snacks. And you can see Scooby there himself. And they come in a pack of 4, and they're still $1.25 for a pack of 4. So I did grab 2 of those to add again to my kiddos' snack bin. And then I found this, and I was so stoked. This is good until July of 2026. This is a full container. I do believe this is concentrate. It's 1 part concentrate with 1 part your choice of milk or non-lactate milk that you would like. This is the Yogi Barista. This is organic matcha latte. Yes, this is a massive container. This is 32 full ounces at $1.25. I grabbed one of these, and it does say that you can serve it hot, you can serve it cold, and you add your choice of milk or non-milk, so to speak. I did pick up one of the Modern Pantry almond sweetened with vanilla to add to that. That's gonna be wonderful. Iced matcha latte, hot matcha latte, yes. So grab those. And this also has a wonderful shelf life. This is also good until July of 2026. So if you're needing to stock up your pantry, grab you a couple of these. When you see these, grab them and stock up and put them in your pantry. You'll have them for the next 6-7 months, you know, and you can pull them out and use when you have rainy days. So that was a great find. And that's everything for foodie finds. Let's break into the fall crafts and then some of the other art crafts that I got. I picked up 2 of these. These were $1.50. They were too cute not to pass up. And plus they go with the theme of what I've got with the mushrooms from Dollar General. I did see these, something like this at Dollar General. It was $3. It did have like silicone spots underneath, you know, for like gripping, but it didn't have the pocket like these do. And these are the mushroom pot holders. For $1.50, you know, for fall use, I still had to have them. And they do have, like I said, they have a pocket here for easy gripping. So these are super cute. They go with my decor. I bit the bullet and bought them for $1.50. And then these are the things that I've been talking about. So if you can see behind me where that little candle is, there's a really tall vase, and you can see the tall stems that I had gotten from Dollar General. There's nothing in that vase right now except the stems. I found these at Dollar Tree, and when we wrap up this video, we're gonna do it together. I'm gonna put them into that vase. There were 2 different kinds of styles, and I grabbed 2 of each because I didn't know what I was gonna use or how much I needed. And if I don't use everything, I can add it, you know, to other, you know, pottery pieces. I can mix in essential oils and make them smell really nice, because right now they don't have a smell. These are amaze balls, and they were $1.25, which was insane because normally a lot of the floral stuff now is $1.50 or $1.75. Look at these. Look at this. They are calling it decor balls or filler potpourri. And it has these sort of little balls that are made, you know, with vine and twine, or, you know, reeds of different colors. And it even has some of the pine cones. And then it has nature's loofah right there, which is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So they had this kind with this sort of flower in there. I know the seeds go in there. I forget what that's called. And then they had this kind where the decorative balls were multicolored, again with the pine cones. And this looks like it's mixed in with more like, you know, sort of like mixed nuts kind of decor. But you can see the vine balls that are wrapped around, and they're different colors. There's a pine cone. I've got 2 of each of these different styles. We're gonna see how much we need to use and put up in that big tall vase at the end. But for $1.25, this was a steal. So yes, did grab that. And then we're gonna get into some art stuff. I had been looking for these. I'm so excited. These are gonna be super great for stocking stuffers. And if you are a part of a book club, how awesome would this be as a gift for your book club members? I grabbed all 4 colors. These are the diamond painting bookmarks. All 4 colors. Again, you have a book club, this is an amazing little Christmas gift to tuck in. Just absolutely wonderful. $1.25. I got all 4. Yes, I did. And it's been a while since I have grabbed these. I have a lot in my stash right now, but I just absolutely loved this color. These are the Crafter Square 200 grams assorted paper pack. And I absolutely love the greens and the purples and the dark browns in this pack. I don't have anything like this. So great to craft with. And you can see back here, there's like bigger paper to use, to break off, to put into things. I love that. Grab one of those. And then it probably wouldn't be a haul at this point if I didn't have stickers, probably because I'm just getting scared and I just want to stock up on all the stickers. But I grabbed one more of these. I love this. I love using these kinds of stickers. Well, first off, this is a 10 count, and it's of musical instruments and ballerina apparel. Her shoes, her tutu, her crown, all that wonderful stuff. In a former life, I was a ballerina. But I love the instruments because I love to create, as I had mentioned, like theme journaling or scene journaling, where you can actually like build a scene on a piece of journal paper. And it's almost like building a dollhouse, only it's 1D instead of 3D. So I picked up one of those specifically for those musical instruments. So I was so excited to have that. And I feel like the last several Dollar Tree hauls, I've just been picking up butterflies. I don't know what it is with Dollar Tree and butterfly stickers, but I had to have these too. These are just gorgeous. Look at those. Look at those butterflies. Yes, into the cart they went. Grab those. And then A little bummed because they only had one each of these, but I grabbed them anyway. I grabbed one of these 10-piece puffy stickers. These are lilies. This one's my favorite with that long stem, yellowy color. Absolutely love that. And this one is nuts. Look at this. They're on branches. Again, I love the branches. How gorgeous are those? And I love it when they're on branches or stems because you can create borders on pages. Just, I wish they had more of these. I would have gotten doubles. Grab that. I would have gotten doubles of this one too, but I couldn't find any more, and I just absolutely love the green in this. This is 18 pieces, and it's supposed to look like a wax seal. And it has ferns and butterflies and birds. It's just so pretty. Put those on envelopes. Put those in planners. So pretty. Only one of those. And I'm still adding to my sort of like arts and crafts stash for kids' art projects because I know I'm a broken record. I know it's coming. But I grabbed a 37-piece. These were cute. They're glittery. They're kind of like bubble letter alphabet letters. Loved those. And I wish I could have found another one of these too because I would have gotten doubles. This reminds me of Sesame Street in my childhood. This is also alphabet stickers, but they're like bubbly and they're so colorful. They just remind me of Sesame Street and my childhood, and into the cart they went. Into the cart they went. Yep. No explanation needed. And on one of the hauls that I had done from Ollie, I grabbed a 6-pack of chalkboard color pencils that you could write on chalkboard and chalkboard stickers. Well, I picked these up specifically for those chalkboard pencils. This is an 18-piece chalkboard sticker set, and I got these to get organized in my craft room and to be able to use those chalkboard stickers as well as on art projects, but loved that. Put that in the stash. And then the last couple of things I got are from Teaching Tree. I picked this up to use in my planners because I think it's just an excellent way to stick something in your planner and use it as a call out. This is 32 pieces, paper cutouts of the quote bubble in blue. And I think that that's wonderful to put in a planner. Like if you want to give yourself a reminder for a to-do or don't forget or something like that, something's due. This is a really great thing to kind of stick into your planner with a piece of tape and make sure that it sticks, but grab that for that reason. And then I found these. This is a wall border, but I'm not going to use it as a wall border. I'm going to cut it apart and use the planets in crafts, and as well for my little guy who loves planets and he loves space. But this is a 10-piece wall border of the planets and the stars, and they're calling it 3D. You can see that little hand up there. I'm going to flip this around so you can see why they are calling it 3D, because the wall border is laser cut so that when you fold it, the planet pops up like a 3D planet, and you could create a message inside of it. You could create really cool artwork. You can kind of see he's trying to fold it there, the little hand. Just love that. Absolutely. Yes, it went into the cart. And this last one is also a wall border. This is massive. This is 7 pieces, and I didn't get it for the alphabet. I got it for the characters on the bottom, and you will understand when I show you how cute these are. Look at the mushrooms and the daisies. For theme journaling, I'm gonna cut them out. We're gonna create a fairy garden. The little mushrooms have faces. The little daisies have faces. Yes, we're just gonna cut them out and use them. So stinking cute. Had to have it. $1.25, into the cart it went. Yep. And that's gonna be everything for this round in terms of foodies and art finds and the fall finds. I'm gonna turn the camera around this time around, and we're gonna finish that big vase up there. And then on part 2, I'm gonna show you all the goodies that I found in health and beauty and some books. So stick around and let's finish my big vase with the filler from Dollar Tree. Okay, so this is the end result of what I used from Dollar General and then Dollar Tree with the mushrooms and those large stems that I had gotten, and then using the filler. So we'll go through this. As you can see, it looks like there's a lot more mushrooms that I had. That's because there is. I did have some from last year that I got, but I never ended up using. At the time, I just didn't know how to incorporate them, and I had trouble sort of venturing out into something new. But when I found them again this year, the mushrooms at Dollar General, I thought, you know what, let's give it a try. Let's try something new. So you will see some more of like the shiny top versus the fuzzy top. That's because the shiny tops are from last year and the fuzzy tops are this year. And then you can see I added them into those sort of terrarium-like cages, I guess, or whatever you want to call those, to make it look like, you know, a terrarium style. And I did add some, fall, small decor of like leaves and pine cones and pumpkins just to incorporate throughout the whole thing. And then these sort of gourds and pumpkins have always been part of my stash. I bring those out in the fall and I bring them out at Thanksgiving. And this, wood banner is also something that I bring out every fall. I love it. It just is very rustic. And so this really came together really nicely. And then so coming over here, I used that Dollar Tree filler. You can see the pine cones, you can see nature's loofah, and then you can see sort of, I think those are like walnut cases, I'm not sure, in there, in that large sort of tall vase. And then on the top, I added more of those sort of vine-made balls and reed-made balls to sort of push those stems out and make it a little more full. I thought that turned out really nice, and it really looks rustic and really natural. And then that candle is also from Dollar General. That is the pumpkin latte, I believe, which smells really nice and gives a really nice throw in this room. So I think this turned out really well. You back up here so you can kind of see what the whole thing looks like. And then there's my electric and my little coffee mug. But that is everything. Let us all know what you are doing for decor this year for fall. Did you try something new like mushrooms, or are you sticking with pumpkins? Did you add, small animals in, like, foxes and the squirrels, or are you doing anything different? Let us all know in the comments below, and I will see you all on the next go around.